Igama lam Zeelimba. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namhlanje I'll be talking with the Tus. They are currently based in China. Molweni bethu ninjani?
Hi, Sisi, siyaphila unjani?
I'm good. Unjani futhi?
Wow.
Molweni bethuna. Yebo.
I invited you guys to have this conversation because we're seeing a lot of people going to work in China, and other people are also interested in wanting to go and work in China. But we don't know how to apply. We don't know what qualifies a person to work there. We don't know what life is like in China because it's a major step in now share your whole entire family and your life in South Africa and go to a different country. So because I want to have more information about the application process, not really in detail, but a hint about it and the lifestyle when you are in China, or how different it is to being in South Africa. So man, because I know what you guys are doing in China, but the people don't actually know. So how about let's introduce ningobani, and then you can go to Bananenza Antoni in China.
Okay. So I guess again, the head of the house. Two, born and bred in Cape Town, currently in the China. Lola Petal Guam Ngoskas Guam. So Cizeso 2019 Uguza Kwetu Zopangela. Do you want me to introduce your name?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
My name is Noxolo Lisakhanya Tu, and I'm also from Cape Town in Khayelitsha, and I'm also in China, of course. And obviously this is my husband. Tina siyafundisa apha eChina. Sifundisa English. At a training school.
Yeah.
At a training school. So basically, a training school is after school program.
Yeah.
So abantwana baya esikolweni from the morning to the afternoon, then ke ngoku from around 4 baze ke ngoku kuthi to learn conversational English, if that is a word. And then ibazi ages from like 2 years to 18 or even 20.
I think the oldest student is 21 years of age. So I think just to clarify, we're training center. There's a lot of different ESL. That's the industry they call it. English as a secondary language or English as a foreign language. So there are different schools. There are private schools, there are international schools, of which you can still get into that stream.
And public schools
as well. Of which the English they learn, students at a public school, might be different to the English that they will get with training center, or they will get with kindergarten. Kindergartens here, similar to training centers, but less the load, basically. So even Nabandwana that we teach from 2 years, you teach basic vocabulary, you just introduce the English to them. So it's, you don't have to, the English that we teach our children, grade R, is basic high level to the students that we teach here. Yeah.
And now that you've told me about that, why China between like not decide, because you had lives, like why decide to go to China and instead of
So in 2018 I lost my job, right? And then in 2019 I started like baking, doing cakes and stuff. And then my customer, who's like a family friend, and she suggested let's because I've heard of this process before, because I part-timed for another lady online. So then was again why not we go through this process together, because it's quite a lengthy process. And then I started researching, because obviously bengingenamsebenzi and into a business iyakhula iphinde on and off, and I want stability. So I researched about this, and I told my husband, but and when we researched about this, you don't need a education degree, because Bessin has a degree, but then it wasn't the education. So at least we don't have to first study for education. So okay, so that it was easy, and also the process we're in there, but it is doable, especially when you do have a degree. So and the money, of course, because I get also get emzansi, and then less of what you had earned back home. So the money was also very good, and a big community of the South Africans in China. And when like Sijonga was a Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups, it is very promising. As much as no place can be perfect, but it was very promising. And I pursued Yena, especially was the end of 2019 when we're talking about getting married, and we wanted to build something for ourselves. We were like, why not? I've seen a guy, so why not see a China and like you see and see what it's about. So I think a motivator, of course, and also it was the money, and it is easy money whereby uzawukwazi ukuthi uqale ubomi bakho ube comfortable.
Yeah. Just to add, I think I was tired. Glad I've been pangela or 6 years in the same job, no real sense of growth. Emalia would be a new, we only sell like 1,000 rand after 2 years or something like that, which was, I mean, earning La Malbendi earner as a young person in South Africa. It was a relatively a good start, but then after 6 years, you've acquired quite a lot of experience, and Ufumani said that you're still given like mediocre. I'll use that term. The responsibilities that you think you can handle, but cushion away from them, and it was frustrating at every second point. One mistake, we are as if and no one talks to you like a capable adult. And then also I wanted change. I needed change. Then I'm dealing with the loss of my mom in 2018, and then at the time, my future wife was struggling to get. When I'm a very thorough person in terms of processing things, so I started digging up on my own, and I saw in the Obana, no man, the amount of money I could make is suitable for a young couple starting up in Chagrin Wabo. So it was then easier for me in Dobandi Tambe. Thank goodness that we had already started the process before I commit to it all the way. So we had already started the process, and it was an easier adjustment, because when we sat down, we were like, excuse me, siyafuna uchata, right? And then we need to like set up a base for ourselves that it's not going to be a permanent thing, but we need to set up a base whereby we can afford we can afford as any normal functioning couple. So
Yeah.
Also, as well, yabona eMzansi siyastudisha and then yes, I'm going to get the job. Emva koko
Nothing.
then but then a degree yakho ibe useless. So also like the of imisebenzi back home was also one of the things that pushed us into just do it. Just do it. I mean, you have nothing. If it doesn't work, you're going to go back home. So I mean, it was just like, just do what you've gathered enough information. You can never get the most perfect place, but let's try. So yeah.
And thank you so much. That was a detailed answer. And I'm sure if someone is watching this is in a similar position where they feel stagnant in their working environment, or where they don't even have employment, like this will be so much relatable. And I'm also actually now considering just to find out, you keep on emphasizing on the lengthiness of the process, right? We're not really going to go into detail on how long it is, but I just want to find out what qualifies you to actually apply for the job. You mentioned something about a degree. What other things do you need to have in order for you to be eligible to apply?
So obviously, a degree in any field of study, but not a diploma. It has to be a degree.
Just with degree, a BTech qualifies as a degree.
Yeah, because now I have a BTech. Some places bayalenduza bayabathatha abantu abanediploma ne, but you will encounter a lot of problems xa kuza amapolisa emsebenzini wakho, etc., etc. Yebo. So better ube sure that into zakho on your side perfect. So you need a degree, you need TEFL. TEFL basically is
TEFL it's a qualification that allows you to teach English so TEFL stands for Teach English as a Foreign Language. It's widely used across Southeast Asia. So you can teach in Thailand with a TEFL, you can teach in Taiwan, you can teach South Korea, you can teach in Japan, you can teach literally anywhere in the Indo-City Sino-Asian communities. So that means all the Chinese related families. So Thailand, the Philippines, all of these places, if there's an opportunity for you, ubuna TEFL, una degree yako in any field, and
police clearance. From what else?
Medicals.
The medical checks as well. That is how we did it. I think it has changed but is your degree, your TEFL, your police clearance, and your medical checks. And then
medical check, right? I'm not sure how real it is, but I just want to find out to your knowledge if Nayazi. I heard somewhere, I read somewhere that if you're HIV positive, then they don't take you.
I mean, it's difficult to say yes. It's difficult to say no.
Yeah.
Because we have never been close. But I think there are some people who are HIV positive about COVID. So it depends on the school, or it depends on the agency or recruitment or whatever. And not definitely yet, because as I don't get deeply into it. So there's not a yes, there's a no. Sometimes abanye baya reject her because they are HIV positive. So because I mean, Asian countries abafuni kungene izinto ezi foreign.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have a lot more of rules. So sometimes
yeah. But in terms of the process, how do you go about it? It would be wise, in Doba, you do your medical checks, an interview, and you've passed the interview, you've signed the offer of employment, then you can submit your medical exams.
Okay.
ITEFL, nayo, it's not, it depends on who and how urgent you want to complete ITEFL yako. You can literally do it in 2 days, you can do it in a week, depending on how much time you.
But maybe 6 months.
Yeah, you get
for you to finish it.
Yeah, and
do you have to pay for the TEFL thingy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we bought it on hyperly.com for so kukhona 120 hours, that is the minimum requirement of the hours of TEFL. Kukhona 150 and kukhona 180 hours. So it depends on you if you want to do 180 hours or 150, but the minimum requirement for most of izikolo bafuna 120 TEFL certificates yakho. And also one other thing, because we spent.
Yeah, you
spend a lot of money, because the certificates zakho, like your degree, your TEFLs, your police clearance, they need authenticate where, and all of these things, Pretoria, so you spend imali as well and time. So I think eyona nto ilengthy iba lixesha loba izinto zakho zi-authenticate where and also uba zihleli uba mhlambi for example police clearance eyona yona ithatha a long time.
It does.
Then yeah, it takes a very long time. So yeah, but ibithathe a long time eKhayelitsha yena wayenza eClermont, and it took him
3 weeks.
It took like 3 weeks for him. So it also depends on the police station.
Police.
Okay, yeah.
Also, NEVTEC. NEVTEC is a private institution. It does the police clearance. Then they email it to you. It takes 48 hours, but you need to pay. 200. But it's faster that way. Okay.
114, I think.
Yeah, 114.
Yeah, a police station.
I think when it's important to highlight this, ne? Get your passport.
Oh yeah,
get your passport before you 400. Even start thinking ITEFL. Get your passport ready. Get clearance applied for, because it's valid for like 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
6 months, yeah. It's valid for like 6 months. So if you want to come to China by the end of 2022, make sure by the end of 2021, you've applied for your passport, you've got your application for police clearance ready. Even in medical exams, as I said earlier on, do them when everything has been confirmed in Doba with for many letter of invitation, because another important thing is when you go apply for visa into China, the experience here too. When you apply for a visa into China, you don't want to apply for a visa and then it comes back, you be rejected, and you be police clearance the next day, or you be police clearance so make sure that you have enough time and room to breathe. Yeah, because even applying for jobs, it's a very delicate process. you get interviews, you don't get responses, and you need to be careful.
Patient.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to find out, niyahamba ke ngoku approve yonke le nto, we understand? Like, who pays for your flights? I don't even know how much it is to go to China. I don't know where Joburg. Who pays for your flights and where do you stay? Like, who covers that? The accommodation, like Ufika, for example.
So thina sazibhadalela eyethu i-flight. So our school was set up this way, ne? You will get your
7 days.
your flight, first flight.
So
you will get your flight allowance, right? After when you get paid, the first time you get paid, also ufikile usebenzile for inyanga, kulapho uzoyifumana khona bazokureimbursa imali ozengayo. The reason why they do this is because abanye abantu bafumana uba umuntu ba nervous okanye aqonda ndiyayeka lento sebebhate for reflect. So that is why they said, but no, come to China, and then when you have worked for the month and all of that, then paycheck yako will reimburse your imali flight. Then also they arranged hotel for 7 days. 7 days, eh?
Yeah, you get 7 days.
Yeah.
Hotel.
So they arranged 7 days hotel, and then at the airport there was someone who fetched us and was at a hotel and all of that. Yeah.
So you get 7 days hotel. The airport, it was our recruiter who picked us up. So first thing they are, you must have money. Let me put it that way. We didn't know. Is upper.
600.
Yeah, we had 600 rands. At the time, it equaled to 300 RMB, which is the Chinese currency. But if we had 600 rands, that would be less than what we had, Tina, when we got to China.
Oh.
So the recruiter was.
Yo, hey, for le inyanga, because if you get up on December, yo, hey, serious. But like luckily, because we have family back home, no, I sana like yeah, I go right. Hey, wish us straight. So in because the 600 that we had,
it was just
for uthenga nje iSIM card ezi2 ezine data for thina. And then ndixelele ke for inyanga yonke yantoni because after the 7 days funeke ke ngoku nihambe nikhangelelwe indawo yohlala phofu nisikhangelele indawo yohlala, right? But bayasincedisa ke on the campus, and nakhona we didn't know that apha eChina irent iba yi 3 months
in
advance, then plus i-deposit yenye la mali i-1 irent, plus ke ngoku imali esiyibhatala i-agency le. So basically when ubhatala 5 months
in advance,
it was like hey mali 10,000
14.
It was like 10,500.
Oh yeah.
Ngemali yalapha eChina. So noba mhlawumbi ke
that was 21,000 rands that we had to pay in advance. So
from 600 rand sifike nini ku 21.
Okay.
All right.
But ke ngoku luckily sheme campusini yethu basinceda ke. I think ukhathile.
Khona.
Oh.
Difrizile.
Basinceda shem, like sakhangela indawo yehlala basinika ke imali, obviously bayasilona. Meaning na laser bazomane betsala up until baside niyibhatale le mali niyiloniwe. Do you understand? And then xa move in ke ngoku into the apartment as
reality kicks in.
Aninakutya, aninangubo. Luckily ke China ke most apartments have a lot of furniture. So ibedi, wardrobe, TV, couch, you have most of them. But like into ezinjengengubo and sifika ngoDisemba kuyabanda sibona nangokusibe opolone. Kuyabanda. I remember the first night avilene Zeelimba. Then we bought like a little blanket for me. And the
AC was on for
AC because at least the AC corner. So kufuneka siyiblast ubusuku bonke. So I mean zezo zinto ezinje. I think you do research, but you have to do thorough research, especially when it comes to things like that. Because was just an expectation about we are going to be loaned a certain amount of money. But sasingayazi uba izawuphelela kwimali yoba hayi sizorenta qha and then eyokuphila for inyanga yonke.
I'm so glad, you guys. I'm so glad we are having this conversation because it's not something that we know, right? So, abanye abantu that are going to do research, they will do it as far as you guys did it. They won't have this, but because you guys you are sharing your personal experiences, you're not saying, but like, this is what's going to happen now, but you're saying this is what went down, Guti. So you better come prepared.
Because other people, Bona, when they do get there, right? Campuses like they give them imali yenyanga, imali yokutya, and all of these things. I think also nakuthi ne kulanto yoba besingayazi because even ne campuses ezikule companies sekuyo, right? They do that. But not even in campuses get abantu
managers.
Luckily, we had like intombazana that helped us, like Huizinto and stuff like that. Yeah, but I think it differs from people to people, and also for a Tina, we didn't want to go to classes figure up in China. Says burdens already. So you understand? But asiyazi ba sizawucela njani sizawucela phi so I think get people back home obviously we're comfortable with them, we're able to babasicele but experience as fun obviously and abanye abantu bafika yonke into ibe smooth futhi it was totally different but I mean it was for that month after that things started picking up. I remember Christmas and Christmas back home we go all out.
Hayi kaloku. Rice is yellow Christmas.
Yeah. Because Christmas is my favorite holiday. Abantu kuyapostwa man hey kumandi sana that time do you understand? But I think it's like things that we learn and we are lucky at least kubekho le platform sikwazi uthetha ngayo so that omnye umuntu akwazi uba ayazi izinto ezakwenzeka even like abantu abakhela usibuza uba kunjani how niza njani njalo njalo we do tell them ba hey ube prepared ngemali because you don't know if they're going to help you or they are not going to help you. That is one thing that we always like tell abantu because nyani ke and the currency also funeka siyazi ba double times le yasemzantsi so xa ufika une 10,000 from emzantsi ayizuba yi-10,000 rand
5,000
is about 1,000
less than 5
and how did you guys adjust to the different environment? I mean ke leyo mgo ke ndiyayisendiyive because bezabuza kwanjani I'm like yo hayi guys nifike nago but ke ngoku like how did you like adjust to the new place different climate ngoDisemba siyazazi uba siveza ingalo here you are kopoloneki the environment the culture the food kuthiwa kutyiwa izinjaphu ithini into how did you guys adjust?
Okay, masiqale sisorte out le mcimbi wezinto. Zikhona igusha bantu base South Africa, zikhona inkomo, zikhona inkukhu, akhona amadada, ikhona imivundla. However, there are few places up north the country where it's very cold. That in the winter abakwazi ufumana sigusha and inyama that we are used to that there is to ukuxhela izinja. So it's a totally and untrue statement. Mandibe kolo hlobo. It's
misconception.
Yeah. Just the other day, there's a pens, and people were like, "I will pens one doing nan." So like, in terms of
screen grabbed pens because I follow her on Instagram, so I screen grabbed. I was like, "Hi, bo, udibana happy no pens." Pens China.
Like, basically, you can get almost everything, eh? But get at inflated prices because pens or inhloko yenkomo okanye inhloko yegusha is bindi. Those are African cuisine, yeah. And bayazitya. By the way, ungothuka ufika amanqina nicely spiced and ayathengiswa on the side of the road. Uthengiswa amanqina enkomo
nenkukhu
bayayitya ibhenirhuti olu hlobo sitya ngalo. But the difference in cooking them. I think the first 2 months, 3 months, hey, I was struggled in terms of adjusting.
It took you some time to get used to the sense of smell.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think their cuisine, especially the province and the city Esiguyo, it's called the capital of food in China because their food is very good. But it's a lot of oil based, and oil yabo ayo sunflower oil okanye ngephi brown oil that you are used to, and yellow. You can go to a shop and get oil, but we born by this is red, like ibomvu. And when you cook with it, it smells sayo is
foreign.
Yeah,
very foreign. Yeah, because like one of my peanut oil, oh my
fish
don't
oil, like
oil.
literally fish
oil. Fish oil, literally. So I mean, like for like it didn't take a longest time. I mean, who taste ukutya ewe pa, but I think for him because apa is mostly ukutya kwalapha pork,
inyama
yalapha, and awuyazi sometimes uba mhlawumbi lo bag uyithengayo inayo na ipork pa. So it took my husband quite some time uba maka-adjuste, especially yena uba akayityi ipork. So, and also I remember for the first few days he was sick because of izinto like ezityiwa apha. So also in finding like ukutya enikwazi uba niziphekele ngokwenu is so much better. Okanye ke xa nithi niyotya, xa nifika ke phofu, xa nithi niyotya nitye kwindawo like ooma-McDonald's or kwindawo eninaziyo uba kuseva ukutya. Because for example, KFC samtya for a day and then sagula because KFC walapha
the biggest mind shock for you will be the best wings you won't find kwa KFC. Wings ezi sizicele kwa KFC back home zikwa McDonald's.
Plot twist.
Yeah, the best tasting cheeseburger ayikho kwa KFC, ikwa McDonald's. Or if we get uyamtya ku
ngicela uthatha i-charger nansi ne-laptop igeza, guys.
No problem.
Okay. The panic is because is it now charging?
Panic.
Yeah, charge. The two I'm gonna source because
so like there's a lot that you have to adjust to. The fact that when you go to a shop, you will be a spectacle. I don't want to lie. Unkosikazi wam, she's well endowed. Yeah, andizuyicacisa ke ngesiXhosa uba ndithetha ukuthini okhumshileyo uzom. Literally, sometimes I get annoyed because ame at, and I'm like, dude, ngosikazi wami lo mjongileyo, and uyambona uba ufake iring uhamba nam. So like you get those things. Yeah, a shop umbuzi. Like, thank goodness for today's technology, you have e-translator apps and stuff. It will be your biggest friend. The first few months before you pick up a bit of Chinese, your translator app will be your biggest friend. But you know, annoying is get to the shop. What happens is, did you maybe app out?
Oh yeah.
Then what happens is Uzindle will go call Luzux, right? Foreigner. We know the word for foreigner. And ting putong. I don't understand. Yabo. Kuzote kusuke
Umntu okwenye ishop ephaa kude uba akuncede.
Azokunceda. Sometimes you get those good citizens who understand English and like, oh, what do you need? And then you speak to them, then they translate for you, then they go in their way. So like there's that culture shock as well.
Yeah.
Big, massive country.
And it's also going to remind you that you are a foreigner, because ubody foreigners in your country. So it's like different now, because you're foreigner.
Yeah.
And
I think make you feel it.
Because I think back home, sikhule zininzi foreigners ne, but sifundiswe uba singabi krwada in terms of uba sikhombe okanye sigobhane uba mhlawumbi ndihamba netshomi yam
Subtlety.
benza laa nto abantu balapha. I think abanayo i-subtlety. Umntu uza khomba okanye nithi nihleli
Sagezi network.
And it's like okanye uba like bendifakele ii-braids umntu sana ndive apha emqolo mani hayi mani umntu ubhizi uyabamba akathethi athi uyandibamba khanela nam ndikonde yebethuna intoni and okokoko. It's not like hayi mhlawumbi kule veki angekhe ndiyifumana unless ndihlala kwam, but uba ndiphume ngaphandle ndizayifumana, ndizawujonga, especially now that COVID iphinde yanyuka. Uba umntu uhambile ne uyawalka neetshomi zakhe ne abone wena akayifakanga imaski ne okanye akanyusanga, abone wena uzawukhawuleza anyuse imaski.
You're not the only one. Tina, in Cape Town, when we're going hiking, right? Says Nukela.
Yeah.
Pink, but go beteta. Like in a city ababezinayo. So nalap yenzeka. What do you enjoy about being in China? Like, what is it that you've gone back in Goku? Yeah, but this I enjoy, or I wish I could take this home with me. Safety. Jim long and network Nangosiam. What do you enjoy about being in China? I guess network. So Busiti, what did you enjoy already, guys?
We enjoy safety, the efficiency.
In terms of efficiency, like back home, we order Uber 10 minutes before the time because I ask Uber or Taxify, you wait for that long before you can get those. Yeah, I can't switch a sell up and then right off. Upper on average, we spend 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, waiting.
And if it's rainy, then
Wow, okay.
your DD app will malfunction getting a ride.
Only we wait. Okay, you whole day.
Like a public, like a big one.
That's only then Zeelimba again 7 minutes.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
So
and then in terms of safety, uyakwazi share your groceries downstairs eqala kwe-security. Uyakwazi train station ubeke into zakho apha, no one will steal them.
Uyakwazi ulala ukhamba e-station okanye
training, no one
khamisile ubambe ifone yakho.
No one will take your phone.
Uzawuthi ufika kuloo ndawo ufika kube ifone yakho isesandleni sakho. Literally yabona ndiyakwazi ndithi ndisuke apha ndithwele ifowuni yam entloko ndihambe ndiyefowuni ndizawuphinda ifike lapha entloko kum ndithwele apha entloko.
Yeah.
And especially for me because ndirojwe gqithi back home. Ndirojwe gqithi to the point whereby to the point whereby like even nasemini bendide ndikhwele Uber ngoba ndiyoyika. So like andidingi noba ndibhekabheke uba mhlawumbi let's say ndiyokwenza ii-nails ezantsi, ii-nails kugqitywe ngo-2 ndiyaziwokhela, akho mntu udinga undikhapha ndiwokhe noba ndisenze 5 minutes 10 minutes ndiwokhe ndize kwam, akho nix ezawukwenzeka ngo-2 ekuseni. So like i-safety is number 1. Oh, and also izinto zalapha zivala late. Ishop zalapha zivala late.
Ngo-9 ebusuku.
Okay.
Kusavuliwe bavala.
Zikhona nezinye ezingoma 24 hours. That's nice.
Shopping all the time when you want to shop.
Yes.
And what do you miss about home the most?
Family,
familiarity in terms of uyayazi xa use-shop awuzubukwa oba nanku umntu omnye it's a normal thing. Ukutya, like I think one of the things, one of the things like is the day we get home. Asizuqala endlini sizoqala get that cheap like there's a whole lot of things it's a done deal. Akuzube funeka sibe sicela amaxolo into yoba we came unexpected, and akuzusukumeza wakho athumela amapolisa into yoba ndirhaxwa ngumsi webra yakho. Apho sikhoyo ngoku we can't even dry. Sinazo i-dry stand, can't use them.
And like communication as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nightmare. Like le nto funeka xa ufika eshop funeka uveze mhlawumbi ube uthethe app-ini, like
communication. We missed that, but
and ngalo mzuzu ikude le charger, ndonqala upose enye iquestion abe engekho, but mhlawumbi siza sike simcacisele. Uyandiva? Bendizawubuza because I know you guys are very rooted in I don't know the right. Yes, because andiyazi uba mandiyibeke ngoluphi uhlobo. Kaloku ngoku sile generation woke. If uzawuthi Christianity izawuba yenye into, if uzawuthi spirituality yenye debate. So how do you But again, how do you fulfill yourself spiritually now that you are away from inkonzo? Because ningabantu abamthandayo uThixo, ningabantu abakhonza, not that uThixo usecaweni, you understand? But we go to church to get revival and sometimes revelations, you know. Uthi xa ufika ecaweni umuntu athethe i-testimony ekuvuselelayo okanye that speaks life into you, ukubone. So now that you are taken away from that, how do you fulfill yourselves spiritually?
It's hard and for no posisa because apha ke ilanduza like Christianity religion is ayivumelekanga. Masitsho kanjalo ayivumelekanga at all. So asinokwazi uvele nje sigetherishe abantu abakhonzayo our fellow Christians apha we can't do that. It's forbidden. So the way so we pray together, we worship together, we fellowship online. That's as much as we do, as much as it is so hard because at times we are dinga abanye abantu uba baku-uplifte spiritually. So like zizinto esizifumana only online ezo, and bikho enough ke, especially singabantu mosi abathanda worshipper you know that like intlanganisela yabazalwane. So kuba nzima kakhulu, and to the point where funeke uzipushe ngokwakho. And I think it's actually good as well because it's where you learn that in relationship it's between me and God, right? And being in fellowship with abazalwane and all of those things are important, but a relationship is between me and God. And I think it's also whereby you start to learn more about yourself spiritually as well. Because at times siyakwazi uba sonke sikhonze together, ne? Ndibe ilungile xa sikhonze together. But when I am pulled away from amazalwane, how will I be able to? You understand? How will I be able to maneuver around inkonzo? How will I be able to like ndikhonza fully even though I am away from bazalwane? So I think also like yatesteka a lot of the times. So and you really have to learn to be strong, and also it strengthens our marriage as well. Spiritually kakhulu ngoba siyathandazisana. If omnye ngale minqonda andifuni into devotion namhlanje, omnye funeka abe akwazi ba akupushe. So I think it strengthens you, it's strengthening our marriage as well kakhulu. But we are realizing a lot of dobengeke sizirealize if besi kwintlanganisela yabazalwane, I think.
And I know Mr. Tu will also add on nifrizile ke sana parties abebuza, but ndivile yonke into Mrs. Tu ne ndiyayazi Mr. Tu uzawungena but ndiyafuna nje uhlomla. Ngona ndiqala udibana naye uavuyile sasiye kwi-camp neLina Foundation ndicingisele ndidibele le devotion, and you know we were early teens late teens. Late teens, you know, like no one really cares about Mitawe and whatnot at that particular time because we're trying to be cool and we're all kids at a camp. But Loput is like, we need to do a morning devotion, you know? So that's how I remember him as the guy that was like, it's time now to do a morning devotion. It was not a church camp, but it became very churchly. I think hence I'm posing this question as well. So like when I'm
you But I love that about my husband kakhulu ngoba rooted kakhulu enkosini and loo nto leyo indikhusile kakhulu in my spiritual journey a lot. I think if because nguye mose wandizisa enkonzweni, so I think if he was never there, I don't think I would be this spiritually mature, I think. And in loving God the way I do. So he has helped me a lot, even though because ayingomfundisi kwam ngumyeni wam. So I change eza role aqonda uba ndizamza kanjani lo mntu and nam ndikwazi uba ndibe mature in my thinking. So it is what we are working on. I mean sisena two, but it is what we are working on, so that naxa befika abantwana, even if bafike silapha eChina, siyakwazi ukuthi we continue with what we have been taught and with what we are establishing thina sobabini.
Yeah.
Okay. It is kind of cracking I think Olisa has covered everything. I also get abangayaziyo ndinguye nomfundisi who's ordained and all of that. Hallelujah. I think there comes a time where one needs to understand, but Christianity is not about us sinxibe otsolo point, sinxibe 3-step suit, siye enkonzweni and all of that, sidibana nabanye abazalwane. But it goes beyond that. It's not about basinikele ngamalini this Sunday and sine keyboard ezingaphi so ndithetha ke from a perspective yabantu badlala keyboard. Ndiyabaza abanye abantu endingazumention amagama amaziyo ayafowunelana amaziyo
othina abathwala ixesha ezimhlophe.
Yeah. Nalapho I'm not going to base, because even abantu baphuma different denominations and stuff, Christianity is not what we've made it out to be. Which is, it's not about isakhiwo, it's not about ngubani oshumayela kulila bantu zonke ezaa zinto. It is about your relationship noThixo. So when you pick up that Bible, uhleli endlini, are you being spiritually charged to be a better person, to be a better Christian and have a better relationship noThixo, okanye uyiphakamisa because ebethe umfundisi for Wednesday kwinkonzo yangoLesithathu, let us read Matthew. So those are like tiny things, but when you look at them in the bigger scheme of things, or you understand, but actually I need to ndiphume ebantwini. And it's one of the things I think also in my journey as umfundisi, it helped me. Bible is explicit that in order for you to be a good leader in Gonzwen, you must be able to manage your own house. So even this ohluleka to say by two at this moment, how much more young ones come? How much more young have to go to a church set up where I've got different personalities, I've got people that I don't have any like blood related bond with them. Yeah. Because as women, we are one person. So at some point one has to get to that point where Sivana and we have a synergy how we do things in clean. She knows my way of thinking, and which includes devotions, which includes prayers, which includes, there are days whereby, because abantu balapha are picky about noise and stuff, sifaka YouTube, sinqule. And it's been a wonderful thing that sigqibela siklina simamele uYouTube wethu, and then the next thing everyone is on the floor. Bayathandaza. Sishelelana izwi. You don't have to live a rigid life, yabo, but you allow uThixo to lead you guys. So in terms of spirituality, I think it's been an eye-opening experience, yabo.
Definitely.
Ngoba back home, you sort of get comfortable with the routine yoba ndizophangela ngoMvulo, then akho nto eyenzekayo enkonzweni, ndiphangele ngoLwesibini akho nto eyenzekayo ndim nomkam. Then ngoLwesithathu siyayazi into yoba okay ngo6:30 siyadibana kwisakhiwo senkonzo, siyabiblisha phana, silile, sintyumtyuzisa i-keyboard, we go home. Then we deal with inkonzo nge-weekend. And it becomes cycle. It becomes that cycle whereby you don't even know or value what you have.
Because it is religious. It's something that you're now doing religiously. Not there's also a difference between doing things religiously or spiritually. Because when maybe you're doing it spiritually, do it wholehearted, like it's you, your whole being is into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like mentioned, sorry, just when you mentioned Indoba, I used to band in a devotion and stuff. Similar apparently. And where has the tone, no voice more. It's not like oh you talk. No. But she understands now Indoba, okay, we haven't done this in a while. So now we need to do it. And she understands the importance of doing it. I don't have to. It stems from a place of knowing. I think I once said in Gonzweni, when we do things, what is your motive behind doing them? We often say, "Nikela." Why unikela? Why uzothi uzozila ukudla? Zinhle, why uzothi ufuna ukwenza conversations with Z on YouTube? So then when you understand the motive and the reasoning behind doing certain things, then also understand again the need to do that wholeheartedly. Yeah,
guys, this has been really before okay. Now I don't know how to go without really knowing, because as we are conversing, there's parts that I want to add and we can expand more on that. But I'm like, I can say application as a child, because then the conversation was gonna go somewhere else. But I don't know how to move away from this. Mrs. Stu, just to move away from the Christianity and spirituality conversation, I know that you have your own business, right? With hair, Miriri. Girl, closure yams and yamoshakala up and need to closure from up. So I want you to tell people about the type of business that you have and where they can follow you, so that this is our network with the people that are currently watching the video.
So yes, between and things in well, and I guess the room in well.
Okay.
I sell hair. Because before it continues, I had to cut my hair because a lot of products I was a foreman. So as I'm like started to see and stuff, so I had to band it. Anyway, so I'm selling hair. Nobody started in a month ago or something. Yeah. So
what happened? Black?
Oh, kinky.
Okay.
Kinky loan. So I think obviously as black people and as black women, especially mnake bendi chilomos ba dakenda bane cake business back home, right? Nasekhaya ngabantu be business, ne? And I was like, well, I'm getting a comfortable amount of money, right? But I sit right uba ndingabi na business. Ndibe income one. So a friend of mine, Uzina, and Noxolo. So that is why our company is Zeeno Hair. Zeeno and then ke ngoku hair. Sithengisa inwele. You can follow us ku Instagram, Facebook. Ku Instagram and Facebook nguZeeno _ kulapho you can DM us and ask more. Okanye you can look on our page nazo inwele zonke esizithengisayo. And there's hair that is on its way also to eMzantsi. So apha ngoDecember nibe yes, so the prices are also on our page, because most of the time a lot of pages abafaki price, umuntu ufuna DM on the side. So siyazifaki price, ingabi ngathi for uzinhle samnika price ethile, but for uzingisa samnika price ethile. So for everyone, it's exactly the same price. So we do sell it iyodwa. So if you want ufuna nje uthenga inwele eziyi-1 okanye ufuna uthenga i-bulk, we also do i-bulk. Obviously ke i-bulk it's a less price because uthenga into ezininzi. I-bulk iqala ku-10 and more. Also siphinde si-edile phaa kuZeeno. We want to sell clothes.
Okay.
Now we have dresses, khona ezinye dresses that's colorful, ebendike ndaziposta. So like these like long dresses, the summer, because it's summer back home. Yona leyo, it's also on Facebook. I think it's on Instagram. Nguzuri _boutique ZA. Zuri. Yeah, Zuri _boutique ZA.
I'll also write it down on the description when I upload the video so that they can actually find the information. Yeah,
so kulapho, please support. It's good hair. It's hair that from like 2 years ago we have been buying these companies. So yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. That's a page.
So we are selling it's 2 of us. Sithengisa ezompahla nenwele. Yes.
And December hair buy, dress buy.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's like a pin freeze.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, oh.
Then we record.
You would be city oh.
Oh, ngoku stop it.
Ndiyakuva ngoku bendingakuva uthe oh ingathi khona into ubuyikhumbula then stop.
Oh,
you can also lay by.
Oh, you can also lay by inwele for 2 months.
Okay.
Ubhatala or lo mali ukwazi ibhatala for over 2 months. Then xa sewugqibile ke ngokubhatala, you will get your hair. And obviously it takes time uba mayisuka apha eChina ize kuwe, about 2 to 3 weeks of transportation.
And if there are any delays, we will communicate. Nyamdia's father, who is business as the husband. Yes, we will communicate because I mostly handle where shipping and stuff. So from time to time, like government related issues, but shipping whereby it's kind of difficult to get things out of the country. but it's never like a lengthy process of more than
a month.
a month. Usually, if we send things, takes my city at most is by
Yeah,
at most,
it's
yeah.
a month.
Sesiqalile kaloku she-in ustrayile, so we're not panicking anymore. We know these things actually take time. So, and
You
I
never
love that
know.
you guys gave the information, because you've now set the expectation, and also with your Instagram, you guys actually did give a lot of information with regards to the process, because
Yeah.
guys, like, this is my longest interview again, and but hopefully, like, it's gonna be watched by people that really want to find out the information that we are giving.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's anything else that I'm leaving out, or anything that you guys would. Is there anything that you'd like to say, like mhlawumbi, to, because I think you guys, like, like yonke process. What is the one thing mhlawumbi that you would like someone that wants to apply China to take away from this interview?
I think take the risk. Take the risk. Will be a lot of people that are going to say, "Hi, uzawubiwa China, uzawubanjwa China, uzawuthini." Take the risk with research yakho ethara, and nesikolo ofumana kuso. Make sure that you get a lot of people abane reviews and more or less positive on ezingaphelelanga, because ama-China azokuyekela apha. So you have to remember that on kwicala lakho yonke into mayibe 100%, and take that risk. You have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work, you go back home.
Go back home.
Yeah, for me, be prepared, understand, but akukho semzansi where you can lash out, where you can do whatever you want and get away with it. And don't expect ndithetha lena into with a clean conscience. Don't expect to treat you the same way. As we highlighted earlier, you will practical fisticuffs. And I think abantu abaninzi, they don't expect to enjoy the place, but the places we've been to,
there are many beautiful cities up. Enjoy, like, travel.
Stealing my shine, man.
I'm sorry.
But like as she said, there's a beautiful island we discovered last year. Beautiful. Go visit. Zonke ezindawo that you kuthiwa tourist attractions. Try and go. Yes, we have one guy that we work with. He probably has seen every corner of China. And the ash green, colorful mountains and lakes. Zikhona ezo travel.
Yeah.
And life is about exploring. Andithethi ke ngezinye indlela zo explore, but explore. That because angan misunderstand what I mean. But
no,
explore. Yeah, explore the new environment you're in. Save.
Yeah.
save,
and please stay out of trouble. Xa kuswa isizwe sifa ngomntu omnye, literally they mean that.
Yeah.
Ngoba ngomso kuzothiwa all South Africans stopped. So
you're representing your country. Once uphume eMzansi, you are representing.
You are a South African. Awungonoxolo okanye Lisa.
No.
Yes, you are South African, you are a foreigner, meaning you're representing all South Africans and all other foreign countries.
You are global.
So yeah, but you enjoy, explore. Mzansi, we had no means to explore but places are beautiful out there. And also it's taught us that we will be able to know how to travel to other places for holidays and all of those things. Aba, it teaches you a lot about that. Shem sifundile kakhulu ngoba it can be easy for us from South Africa sihambe Thailand, siye Mexico, siye ntoni because sibonile uba utravelisha kanjani. And it's very nice to travel. You get to see places, you get to experience. It's very, very nice. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Kakhulu.
Guys, the traveler and the traveler and explorer in me is like go ingathi ndim lo apply later. I get a I have my whole life planned out a certain way. Ingathi is influencer apa. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your journey. I do know that this is going to be very informative to people that are interested in this sort of conversation. And as you guys are talking, you know, you're making me curious. I think that's why dinner conversations with Z, because now I'm like, okay, I need to invite them and ask about, like, because I think you being away has strengthened your marriage, you know, and because so like there's so much that we can learn from you guys when it comes to relationships, love, Christianity, travels, space in China. Maybe you can do your own YouTube channel, sending you kind of content that you guys can use. But thank you so much, Mani, for sharing a part of you with us. I hope that it's gonna be helpful. Guys, if you have enjoyed this conversation, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share because someone might want to have or listen to this conversation. And go avile abasabizana aqhamela ndazi noba nguyena uqhamela umgcini okanye ukhona into esemagcineni
nguye uqhamela
umgcini ityhopho tyaphathileyo iqhamela enkosi bethuna bye.
Enkosi, bye.
Bye.